Your brain is addicted to consuming, scrolling, watching, clicking. You know you should stop, but you can't. Why? Because consuming is easy, and your brain loves easy. It feels safe, it feels endless, but it also kills your focus. Every swipe teaches your brain one thing: don't think, don't act, just consume, until you forget how to create, forget how to think deeply, forget how to just be. This is not your fault, it's designed this way. Apps profit from your distraction. The longer you consume, the less you live. But there's a way out, not with willpower, not with deleting apps, but with a habit so simple, it forces your brain to stop consuming and start creating. Because the truth is, your brain isn't built to consume forever. It's built to solve problems, to make, to act, to grow, and one habit will flip that switch. Here's why consumption feels unstoppable. Every click gives your brain a reward, tiny dopamine hits, but dopamine has a dark side. It doesn't care about your goals. It only cares about survival. That's why your brain says, scroll now, dream later, and later never comes. Second trap, consuming feels productive, but it's fake progress. Your brain confuses knowledge with action. You don't need more input, you need output. Third trap, your attention is stolen. Apps don't just compete with each other, they compete with your entire life, and often they win. Unless you break the cycle looks like this. It feeds itself until you install a counter habit, one move that disrupts everything. It's not about deleting, blocking, or forcing yourself. It's about rewiring the brain. And there's one simple way to do it, a single habit that flips you from passive to active, from endless input to powerful output. Ready? Here's a habit. Every time you consume, you must create something small. One video equals one note. One article equals one summary. One idea equals one application. Consume to output. That's the rule. This tiny act does three things. First, it slows you down. No more mindless scrolling. Second, it forces deep thinking. Instead of consuming for hours, you stop after minutes because your brain must process. Third, it rewires your identity. You stop seeing yourself as a consumer, you start seeing yourself as a creator, even if it's tiny output. Tiny output compounds day after day until you transform completely. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1, pick your output format. Writing is the simplest. It's just pen and paper or notes on your phone. Step 2, keep it stupidly short. Don't write essays, just capture the essence. Step 3, ask the magic question. Not what did I learn, but how will I apply it today? This shifts you from theory to practice. Step 4, stop consuming after output. This rewires your brain from endless input to powerful output. Think about it. What if every 10 minutes of content produced one new thought? Every 20 minutes give you one concrete action. After 1 month, you'd have 5 0+ actions. After 1 year, you'd have an entire system of growth. This is the opposite of the consumer loop. Consume cycle. Scroll to dopamine, to craving, to repeat. Create cycle. Input to reflection, to output to growth. One keeps you stuck. The other makes you unstoppable. Even if you only write one sentence a day, it compounds into an identity. And identity beats willpower every time because you're no longer fighting yourself. You're acting as who you already are. This habit forces your brain to stop, not because you try, but because the loop is broken. Consume to output to growth. Now let's make it practical. Here's your daily routine. Step 1, choose your input. Step 2, limit it. Step 3, extract one idea. Step 4, write it down. Step 5, apply immediately. That's it. 5 steps. Simple, repeatable, transformative. Don't complicate it. Don't overthink it. Just do it once per day. That's all you need. Let's talk about what happens next. At first, it feels boring. You'll want to skip it. But boredom is part of the process because growth is invisible at first. Weeks later, it explodes. You realize, I'm changing. Your brain stops craving input. It starts craving creation. You'll feel restless if you consume too much because you haven't output yet. This is how you know it's working. And soon, your identity shifts. You stop saying, I'm addicted. You start saying, I'm a creator. That's the real freedom. Not running from consumption, but walking toward creation. Think about this habit like breathing. Inhale, input. Exhale, output. Too much inhale, you suffocate. Too much exhale, you collapse. Balance is where life happens. So, stop trying to quit consuming cold turkey. Instead, redirect it. Consumption becomes fuel. Every scroll feeds your growth. Every video becomes practice. Every book becomes output. This is the mindset shift. And once you live like this, you don't fear content anymore because you control it. It no longer controls you. So remember the rule. Every time you consume, you must create. Doesn't matter how small, because small adds up. And over time, you stop being a consumer. You become a creator. That's the habit. Simple, powerful, unstoppable. Consume to output to growth. Start today.